Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to the channel. Today the car that I'm introducing to you guys is the Maserati MC20, the latest supercar that Maserati is providing to the world. It's pretty similar to the 296 GTB. I'm going to tell you why and how. I'm back at Toronto Auto Brokers today for doing a full review of this car, so let's get started. Let's show you guys the rear of the car first. So this is the Maserati MC20. The popular colors for this car is this matte white and there's a special blue color. These are the popular colors for the Maserati MC20. If we are showing you guys the rear of the car, let's start by showing you guys the details first because the car is loud. You can't hear me if I turn the car on. This car has every single option that was available. First is the exterior carbon. The entire diffuser till up here is carbon fiber. You have parking sensors at the back, you have the blue accent that matches the interior. The titanium exhaust covers are in carbon fiber too, but the titanium blueness actually matches the stripes, so that's nice. You have reflectors on the top, you have the number plate slot, and you have the reversing camera. On top of that it says Maserati. The rear taillights are very nice, it's flush, and the rear of the car is pretty good looking when it goes away from you, because obviously you're going to get gapped by this. I'm going to get inside, turn on the rear tail lights. It actually looks pretty nice when it's off. Now let's check it out how it looks when it's on. And because it's a Maserati, it shouldn't have doors that go up, but I don't know why it does, but it looks good. So this is with the full lights. This is with the car's hazard. And then if I come outside, or before that if I put the car in reverse, this is a full light. I'm going to put the car back to park or neutral for sports cars. And then if I come outside for showing you guys the rear lights, I told you guys the car is loud. The rear tail lights are very flush design because the hazards on, that's why the entire thing's blinking, because in America and North America the hazards are red. But yeah, it's pretty flush, it's pretty good. You can see the body actually extends, so it looks like a lip spoiler that all the way extends till the other side. It's in this matte finish because the exterior color is in matte finish. Maserati written, and then it all the way extends till the other side. If you look on the top of the section, you have your reversing camera placed here, and you have your upper stop brake lights placed there. You have these stripes that actually match the exhaust tips and the exterior of the car. But what's cool about this car's rear end is what's under here, because this is a rear mid-engine car, and the glass cover actually looks like the Maserati logo in some sense, but it's nice. Now let's see what is powering the Maserati MC20. So now I'm going to open the engine panel. So for that you have to do that from the driver's side, and let's get the door up, and then I have to put the car on ignition, and then there is a button located at the front. So if I just press this, there, that lifts up. I'm going to keep the door open because why not, it looks nice. And then if I get the engine panel up, it has hydraulic struts obviously, that's going to pick it up, and it's made out of fully forged carbon fiber, as you can see here. This entire thing, just that thing's made out of glass. You have almost 165 liters of storage. That's pretty nice in my opinion, but this is not the main thing. That is a Ferrari 3-liter twin turbo V6, same engine that goes in a 296 GTB, but on this car it is fully engine. On the 296 GTB it has plug-in hybrid stuff. If you look at the engine, it has a carbon fiber cover. Like I mentioned, it has the carbon fiber package. It says Maserati on the top, and it's a V6. This car is producing 621 horsepower, 538 pound-feet of torque. That's pretty good. That's where you pour your engine oil. That's why it says oil. And this is where you pour your car's radiator fluid. It looks pretty nice. You can see the glass panel behind it. It's pretty fuel efficient considering it's a supercar, but that's not why people buy supercars, is it? For closing the engine panel, just get it closer. There we go. Good to go. Now I'm going to show you the car's side profile. Let's get started with the rear wheels. So it has Brixtons, but these are the Brixton Sport tires, so this should be grippy. And this tire is almost at the end because this car has been used pretty much. But let's come to the car's rims. These are the nicest rims I've seen from Maserati in a long time. They're back in their game. And the Maserati logo is actually in carbon fiber. You have blue calipers. Rear brakes are 13.8 inches, but it is 6 pistons, so that's good. The rear tires of this car are 105 30 R20s. It's pretty good how wide the rear tires is because it's a rear bias all-wheel drive system. But as it's North American cars would have that side reflector light. People usually color match it. I don't know why, but us Asian people, we actually like that how it looks. If you come to this side now, you can see how the air vent is located, so it can feed maximum amount of air and feed it to the engine. And this is where your your fuel tank is of the car. So you can fill up from here, and it has a capless fuel tank, and it has a 65-liter tank too. So that's pretty nice. If you close that, you have the Maserati logo beside it, and you have the blue accent everywhere. What's cool about the Maserati MC20 is how this car looks. You can see the entire side skirt of the car is in carbon. You can see the MC20 written on the side skirt and the light for your hazards. The exterior mirror is pretty simple. It doesn't have anything. It's just a mirror, and that's it. But the good part is it has frameless mirror and the doors go up. That makes this car look much more nicer. And the door's not pretty heavy too. It's pretty light in my opinion. Or it just has really good struts, I guess. The front wheels of this car, the front wheels are the same brand tires, but the front wheels are bigger, and this has carbon ceramic brakes. The front disc rotors are 15 inches. The front wheels are a 245 35 CR20s. Maserati brakes that are in blue, and the logos are in carbon fiber. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Now, if we get up from there, let me talk about the suspension. Rear has double wishbone, front has double wishbone. Both are adaptive suspension, so it can move around with the car's adaptive dampers. Now let's get to the front of the car and then the interior. So now I'm going to show you the car's front end. The front end of the MC20 looks better than the rear in my opinion. Front splitter is entirely in carbon fiber. You have the Maserati floating logo at the front, and obviously you have parking sensors. Front looks great. If we go on top of that, the hood's very nice. You have intakes that are coming inside, and there's opened up in the hoods where it's taking all that air out. In my opinion, great design from Maserati themselves. Now I'm going to get inside, turn the lights on, but before that you guys can see the open air vents that take air from the front and takes it out. So let's close the doors. So let's get that down, and then I'm going to get inside. And if you guys didn't know, the Maserati MC20 only has one wiper for the windshield. So only one windshield wiper. So here we are inside, foot on the brake, pressing the start button. The car turns on, full lights are on. This is with the hazard, this is with the high beam, this is without the high beam. Now if I come outside for showing you guys the headlights, let's close the car's doors so it looks a little more sleeker. The lights are very simple, but it's powerful. You have the main projector set up, daytime running lights on the top, daytime running lights on the bottom, and then you have your hazards light located here. It says Maserati on the side as well, and it just looks very nice in my opinion. You can see the side light is illuminated right now, but it's a little bit tinted. But it's kind of nice. You have the Maserati badge right there. It looks good. Front windshield wiper wise, it looks good as well. You can see all of the different details with the carbon fiber, with the matte finish paint. And this is actually a stock paint. This is not PPF, like matte PPF. This is matte paint from the company. It looks really nice from the front. Now let's see the practicality of the Maserati MC20. Before I open the car's front, let me tell you guys a little bit of history about Maserati. Maserati is an Italian manufacturer that was combined with Ferrari before. It is still with Ferrari, but now they build actual cars that are separate from each other. But Ferrari and Maserati were always together, like Ferrari engines, Maserati engines were always together, design were same, it was pretty good. Ferrari was on the top, Maserati was on the top, like Toyota, Lexus, Ferrari, Maserati. But now they're a little bit separate, but pretty much it's same, because this car uses the same engine that's used in the 296 GTB without the electric assistance, but still they are together. The MC20 was first released at 2020, but they delayed it with COVID and stuff, and then they finally gave deliveries to the cars at 2022 to 2023. And then finally this car came on a pre-owned market in Canada, Ontario, and in Toronto auto brokers. There's probably like 5 or 6 in the pre-owned markets, but this is probably the best spec car. I'm going to open the front now because there's a button located on the driver's side. So let's just quickly do that. I was actually looking for the button, and now after I found it, now I can open it from here. And then the front isn't that big of a size because it doesn't have any big storage areas here, but let's just open that. So there's a lock placement here, and then if I just move that towards the side, I can lift it up. You don't have much here, but you can see the forged carbon everywhere, so that's nice. This is where you pour your car's front windshield wiper fluid, and you have the owner's manual of the car here with all of the car's oil filters that this car would need in the future. Let's put this back in. Sorry, this is actually the car's logos for the car's wheels, because this car has the carbon fiber wheels, so those are the stock ones. This is your tire repair kit. If I just take that out real quick, you can see it has the Maserati logo on the top. This has been never used probably, but you have your tire repair kit right there. Pretty nice in matte black, so it kind of matches the car's vibe. This kind of looks like an old money car, in my opinion, but the Ferrari 296 GTB looks like a new money car. And that's pretty much it. You have the air filter of the car right there. It's a little bit dirty right now, but it has a cover, but I don't know where that went. Let's close this. I'll just tap it in. Now we're going to get inside the MC20 because we're done with the exterior. So now we're inside of the Maserati MC20. So let's turn the car on, foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and then the car starts up. So the Maserati is pretty similar towards the Ferraris because it has the model on the dash. So it says MC20 with the Italian flag, and it has a nice trim with 2 AC vents. Lockable glove box with a bit of storage. You can just put your car documents, that's it. Dash is fully leather, but you have blue stitching, and it says airbag right there. And you can see the floor, this part's actually aluminum, so how fast the driver's gonna drive, you can just stick to it. That's not gonna break. The car has bucket seats. This car has this black and bluish accent. It has Maserati logo in both there and carbon fiber accent here. I mean, it's same as the trim, but I don't know what kind of carbon that is. But it looks pretty nice. You have a cup holder placement here and nothing else at the back, but you can see the engine bay from there. That's pretty much it. You have a little storage area here where you can put some stuff, and then you have some buttons here, but just look at the Alcantara material. This is for the volume and the controller for this infotainment system, and this is the window opener, so I can open my window from here, one touch. I can close it from here too. Same for the passenger side, but the door's open, so I'm not going to do that. You can lock and unlock the car from here too. This is your reverse, drive, and your drive mode controller, and this is the carbon fiber trim with Alcantara and a wireless charger for your phone. If I put the car in reverse, the reversing camera is going to pop up, and it has adaptive guidelines too. That's very helpful. Putting the car back to neutral, and it's pretty cool how everything is. On the top you have 2 vanity mirrors, but it's pretty small in size, but one has mirror and one has nothing. And the rear view mirror is actually digital and analog too. So it has 2 cameras at the back. One is for this and one is for your reversing camera. Now let me show you the car's infotainment system and other stuff. So let's show you guys the infotainment now. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and then it turns on. This is a 12.3-inch screen. It's pretty cool, it's pretty nice. Let's accept that, and it should be pretty useful in my opinion. So if you go on home, you have all your widgets, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We need nothing else right now because Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is there. If you go on media, you have Bluetooth too, so you can connect your phone. If you go on comfort, you can look at the car's temperature for the climate control and the wind speed. Everything can be controlled from here. And if you go on the navigation, yeah, just like it. Oh, you actually have navigation in this car because a lot of cars don't get navigation from company now. And then if you go on phone, you can look at the car's history, so how many people connect their phones. This is for turning it off. You can turn the mirror off from here for dimming. I mean, you can turn the screen off, but for dimming, and then you can look at the reversing camera from here too. Pretty nice, pretty simple, and that's pretty much it. You have another AC vent here, And then if you come to the steering has carbon, Alcantara carbon, and this is entirely carbon too. But it is tilt and telescopic, but manual for saving weight, because it is more like a track focus car and a GT car in my opinion. So that's pretty cool and pretty nice. It's very handy. You have your volume button here, your call and voice command. This is for launch control, and you have the cruise control buttons here. Your car's paddles are in carbon fiber, and it's actually clicked, and it's actually inside the car's brackets instead of the steerings. And it's in carbon fiber, and it sounds nice actually. So that's cool. And everything about this car is actually so like driver focused. And I forgot to show you guys the keys, so this is the key of the Maserati MC20. It's same as all Maserati cars, but it's just for the MC20. That's why it's just special. Now let me show you the car's instrument cluster. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and there the car turns on, and then I can show you guys the car's instrument cluster. The instrument cluster is fully digital. It's pretty nice how it looks. This is your trip A. You can control that to trip B. But this is the total mileage that this car is, and you have your other additional information. This is your car's engine oil temperature, and that's for your car's fuel tank and how much range you're gonna get with the fuel it has. This is your RPM. You have your gears here, so the park, that's for drive, that's for neutral, and this is for reverse. And if I want manual, it says 1 right there. Pretty cool, pretty nice. But if I change the drive modes, this is on GT. If I change it to sport, the RPM comes a little more visible, and it has some red accents. And then if I put it on Corsa, it completely changes to a track machine, and that's way more better than any other thing. And then when you put it on drive and manual mode, it actually looks like you're driving an F1 car. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Let's put it back to park, and now I'm going to show you the car's door. So first of all, you have the carbon fiber trim on the top, as you can see. Then you have the AC vent with the Alcantara material wrapping it. Then you have your headlight controls, exterior mirror controls. You have your trunk opening and your parking brake. Then you have your death pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. It says Maserati logo on the gas pedal too. And then if you come to the car's side, you have the seat controls here. It's powerly adjustable. Then you can see your MC20 is in carbon. Pretty good, pretty nice. And then if you look on the top, you have your stereo system here. This is your grab handle for closing the door. You have this nice trim, and this is the button for opening the door. This actually looks like the Mercedes-Benz start button if you guys look at closer. Or I don't know if it's just me. So that's pretty much it. Let's exit the car right now. And to getting out of this car, it's actually pretty hard because it's way too low. But it is a supercar at the end of the day. If you like this review, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Be connected with all of my social medias. That's going to be in the description. Thanks to Toronto Auto Brokers for providing this car to me. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.